Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Monday. Today what we're going to be talking about is Sewerfest. I just got back from Sewerfest yesterday, probably when you're seeing this on Monday. I bought 2 new crested geckos at the show, and I wanted to briefly talk about the show itself because this was my first ever reptile expo. So Sewerfest is held near the city of Racine, which is just south of Milwaukee. And I live about an hour and a half north of Milwaukee, so this was about a 2-hour drive there, 2-hour drive back. But the drive wasn't bad at all. You pretty much stay on the interstate the whole way there. And for the most part, it was pretty cool. I really enjoyed the show. There was a lot of cool people there, lots of nice people vending, and a ton of animals to look at. And I wanted to show you what I bought at this show. So the first thing that I have, and now I can't remember the breeder that I bought this from, which is bad, but it didn't have any lineage or anything, so it doesn't really matter. I saw this little guy and I knew I had to grab him. Might not look like much, right? Kind of just a little brown red crested gecko, but from what I've learned from these reds, or at least the reds I've owned, is that usually they start out brown, they get more red as they turn to an adult. This guy might be a little bit slow because he's been in a cooler on the way back here, but I could tell that he was already kind of red. Might be kind of hard to see on camera. He looks extremely dark. In real life he's actually quite dark too. But I would say that there's a good chance this little guy is going to turn out to be red eventually. And I saw that he had good structure, and he has the little nice portholes. I don't really see any Dalmatian spots at the moment too, so that's a good thing if I'm trying to breed patternless reds. But you can see that he's very dark right now, but he does have some red undertones. He has a really good head size for a little baby red. And you know, this guy was pretty cheap too, so I'm happy about that. This guy's really cool. Hopefully it becomes a female, but it won't obviously be ready to breed in the years to come. We'll have to just wait until then to see if it turns out more red and whatnot. But this is a very cool gecko. I wanted to show you him just because he's very interesting. So we're going to set him in the background here. Let's kind of close him and set him off. Now this is the main gecko I bought. Now at Sewerfest I was being pretty picky because I'm trying to get out of the like tricolor Halloween kind of stuff. I really don't, it's not that I don't want to work with it, it's just I want to work with it, just not now, because there's other things I want to focus on first. So that's why I'm moving away from it. So there was a ton of nice tries on Halloweens and just extreme Harlequins at Sewerfest. I mean, a lot. Like, you could pretty much get any kind you want, female, male, or anything like that. There was a lot of crested geckos for sale there too. I didn't see as many reds. I only saw a couple reds, patternless reds that is, and most of them had spots. And I'm not really looking for any reds with spots right now. I'm looking for more just plain reds, like, you know, no spots or very few spots, because I want to start a patternless red project so I can mix it with other things. But I will eventually have a red spot project, but that's besides the point. Anyway, what I've been looking for a very, very, very long time is a gecko, hopefully a male, preferably, but it doesn't have to be. Preferably a male, like dark flame or a dark gecko that has a dark base coat with only the white on the sides, or very little other patterning other than white. And this is very hard to do online, at least I find it to be, because, you know, cream can be very deceiving online. It can look white, but it's actually cream. So if the gecko has both, then you can obviously see, oh, this gecko is mostly cream and only a little bit of white. But the geckos I want need to be like almost entirely white, patterning wise. They don't really need to have the flame pattern, but I only want white patterning. So I'm going to show you guys the geckos that I would like to breed this male with, and then I'm going to show you the male. So here is what Carrie looks like. You can see that she's very dark and she only has white on the sides. And then this is what Lissa looks like. She only has a little bit of white on the sides, but she has a very dark base coat with little to no patterning. And then if I end up using Lunu too, he has a little bit more of the white, not like in bars, but in like little dots and coming up from the bottom. And he's also pretty dark too. So I believe all 3 of those are going to be female. So obviously the next step would be for me to get a male for this group. And I think this is going to be the very best male I could find. And actually this was a very good deal too. I'm really excited for this one. This one has a little bit more patterning than I would like for the Dark Flame project. But I figured, hey, for the most part, he's 100% white, not cream. So I'm going to take what I can get. And this guy is going to be perfect, so I'm not worried at all. But let me show you guys this male. Gorgeous, right? I saw this and I immediately knew, I was like, I need to grab this guy. He seems pretty calm too, but I'm going to just gently take him out of here, which is never really a good thing to do right when you get a gecko, but for a couple minutes it will not hurt. Now, this is not a lily white or anything like that. I was like blown away when I saw this one in real life. This guy is probably about 15 grams if my gecko guessing is right. Oh, he's getting a little bit more feisty now. But you can see how just gorgeous this animal is. You can see he has a little bit of colored patterning on his back legs, but on his sides it's pretty much 100% white, not cream at all. As you saw by the pictures of Carrie, her white is equally as white, and honestly, if you didn't know what lily whites look like, I would assume that this would be one. My hands are shaky a little bit, but just look at that. That's a beautiful white. There is a little bit of cream at the tips, but for the majority, it is white. His dorsal is also very white, which is good. So I think these guys are going to be some stunning babies. I was so excited to pick this guy up from Sewerfest. I'm so happy I went. It was a great time, great experience. I think I'm going to definitely go next year. I don't know if I'm going to go to this fall show or not, but just this is an awesome baby. I'm so happy I got this. Oh, and I forgot to mention, let's see, put him right there. This little guy came to me from Mama T's Cresties. Have not bought from her before. She's also in Wisconsin, which I didn't know. Definitely one to check out if you're looking for nice little babies like that. Her business card is just like this. Oh, they have the emails on the back there, but I'm blocking them. So pretty cool stuff. Thank you to Mama T's Cresties for this awesome male. He's definitely going to come in very handy. And even if he, for some reason, stayed female or went female, I would still be very happy with him, as he would make a great point to this project. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little gecko update video. It's not really an unboxing because I didn't buy him online. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.